So we're going to split this colony by 4. So we end up with the original and 4 new ones. Make it a bit nicer for them. So I'll lay these boards out. It's hot. Janie's got the queen, so I'm going to go and clip her, put her in a cage.
Down the bottom here. Near the bottom.
This one? Oh yeah.
Make sure she's cool. In the front corner. Put her over the hive. Just in case she drops out. Can you see her in there?
Yeah, she's in there.
Yeah.
Let's go
Can you
those
get
bees
those
out.
bee butts
Yeah,
out?
that's what I mean.
Take your time. Don't rush it. Just take your time.
Where is she?
So I'll put these on this hole.
She's alright. So we've got the queen's safe in that clip, and we'll release her in 2 days. Just so they settle in and don't swarm on us.
Are you going to put her in a pushing cage? Or?
If it's available, yep.
Don't you have a frame with honey in it?
Well, we don't. I'd like a push in if we can, but that's fine too. They can still tend to her in that, which is all good. Janie's going good with her splits. My baby is awesome. So I've done that. I've got those. I should have brought a spade. Something I can remember next time. They're kind of level, flat. But we'll put the box on and then we'll just readjust. We might have to lower a corner or lift a corner. So these are ready to go for their new homes. And I am dripping in this, which is good. Lose some of my fat, because I'm a fat cunt. Got the old no gloves on now. I just need to protect my neck really. So I'm going to get out of these overalls and just get a head veil. And things will be a bit more pleasant in the summer. Doesn't matter if these swell up. So Janie's dividing these evenly with food and brood. And this queen here, the original queen, she will end up with 2 frames. One will be built out empty that they can start, she can start laying in, and they can start filling with nectar and pollen. And then she's giving them a frame that's got brood, which they'll use as well. And then they have to build the rest of their comb out. So they're sort of getting more frames than they would if they swarmed. If they swarmed, they would have to start from scratch with nothing. So they're quite lucky. And here's some real new young bees here. You have a look, they've got nice white fluffy tops. They're newly hatched workers. The queen's all good. The most important thing with Janie is she has to make sure that each box has larvae or eggs the right age so they can make an emergency queen. That's one of the most important things she has to do when she does a split. So once these splits are finished, all the nurse bees will stay in the new colonies and all the field bees will come back to this colony here. That's how it works. So all the nurse bees will stay in the splits. All the field bees will return back to the original colony because that's where they know home is.
I'm not finding much middle-aged larvae at the moment either.
She's not finding much middle-aged larvae at the moment. I don't know if that's a problem or not.
It just means they don't have the upcoming bees in that stage.
Gives it a look. That's honey, so they got some food. Blossom. This is our first official split from the 21 nukes that we brought in the winter. Well, is it?
I don't know how many. Nukes.
It is our first from our nukes, eh?
Oh yeah.
Definitely our first from our nukes. So a step forward, it's pretty cool day. Those two colonies over there are weak. They probably won't be split this year. They've had trouble. This one will split next week. I think with everything that lives, you know, you're going to have weak and strong. So that's how that is. I'm quite lucky I can go to the car and take this hood off and have a smoke. But I'm always here for if she needs me. All she has to do is say and I'll be right back here. Well, it's pretty good to get that hood off. She's hot. So as these splits become successful, they'll get names put on. There's no names at the moment. So once Queen comes back from her mating flight and she's laying worker brood, it'll be named. And that's a successful split. We did a split of Shadow a few weeks back and we did 4 and all 4 come home with queens laying. So it's looking good. So over here we have Black Velvet and she's tiny. Like they didn't have the food, the right amount of food when they made this queen. So when she developed, she only developed very small and we're actually quite lucky that she developed it all into a queen. But she's so tiny. In a commercial sense, you probably wouldn't keep her. But because we're like not, you know, commercial, even though we're going to have a lot of colonies, we're going to keep her and we're going to let her do her thing and see what she turns out like. It's sort of like, you know, a dud cow you'd probably cull her, but we don't like doing that. We're going to let her do her thing. So that's Black Velvet there. As you can see, not much activity at the door. But she done so, like, how can you kill her? She done so well. She developed real small because she was pretty much not starved, but not the right food to become a big queen. She made mating flights and she returned alive and started laying. So how can you like get rid of her now when she's been through all that? But in a business sense, she's not really the ideal queen you'd keep for a production colony. But we don't care. We're going to keep her anyway. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So making all the equipment myself, well, we are, both of us, Janie and I, and with the help of Chad. And so these are my lids, made from scrap iron, and they're all bent and buckled, but when you strap them down they work, and saving a lot of money. And in time, when the bees can afford to, when the bees start making money, we can use that money to buy equipment and slowly make less and less as time goes on, because we will get so busy that we won't really have a lot of time to make a lot of stuff. But just for now, we're making it all ourselves. Probably the first 500 colonies, and then the bees should be able to afford to buy their own equipment. So that's the plan. They're pretty dodgy. Well, they're not dodgy, they're just, you know, crooked. But they work once you strap them down. It didn't cost me nothing. Why not? Why wouldn't you? I think we're definitely on a honey flow. Okay, so the 4 splits are done, and they're all in their locations, their new homes. The original one is shut up with the queen. She's in a queen clip for 2 days, so she has no funny ideas of swarming, because the last 2 splits we've done, they've swarmed. Don't want to argue about why, we won't worry about that. So yeah, we're finished. This apiary has grown by 4 colonies. How cool is that? Right, bye. Early December and it's dry. I haven't had a summer like this in a little while. I'm loving it, eh? I'm loving it. You farmers will be fine. You'll have more than enough money to fill your bellies, clothe yourselves, and get by. So don't stress. Just take it for what it is. Enjoy the time you have on the planet, and maybe next year it'll be a better year and you can go and buy one more house, or one more car, or one more whatever. It'll be all good. Just stay calm. I'm loving the summer.